What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got a final round of the Manchester Fanboy3 Regional. There's a little bit of a gap between this one and the last one, as we do have Marcio, Mr. K Beads himself, looking to defend the house. And we have Moni from the Dark Sphere local. Came up, done a fantastic job. En route to being the highest placing armor. And I know this, we've slowed this one down a little bit. I know this one did actually go the full distance just for one game. So it actually turns into effectively a long best of one, which sometimes, I mean, he plays a much slower armor deck or like list, and Galacti is one of those decks that can play the control. So it's looking pretty good. The early Zenith, something that Marcia really mentioned being huge, because if you can hit a Veemon off of this that doesn't get punished like this says, you get to see those 6 cards cycled off of the 2 Veemons going sideways, and he still has 3 memory. He's made 2 game actions and we haven't even had to do much more. Gonna go into the snatch is when is digivolving, choosing not to load, not that there is anything to load, and we can just turn this into a Destro. The question is which Destro he wants to go into. Gonna get 2 cost reduction on that, so it's gonna be 3 cost. This prevents it from being de-digivolved or source stripped. Just trying to make it so it's a bit more awkward to try and play around his like just play with his sources. But the other important thing, I guess, as well, is there's nothing really worth deleting. Like committing a Destro there just feels like trolling. It's gonna try and swing 10 into 10. So we're just gonna take the crash down there, and we're gonna get to float out into a Veemon because it was deleted. On play, search a Veemon from the sources, then gets the load up underneath the other Veemon, which is cute. It does mean that it basically forces him to commit resources to clear that stack. Ideally, what you would have wanted to do is go something like Magnamon unsuspend to burn one of the monies and go the Veemons and go for it, but it's just going to be an easy plus 2k. Over the Digimon, going to swing piercing over the other body, and this is going to be piercing 1 check, finds another Veemon. I'm just going to go for the Otamamon, which turns off the Digicrossing for the Digicross Snatch, which is a really, really cute way of trying to play the Galacticmon matchup. Obviously, this matchup is very, very difficult, but forcing him to pay the full 3 to Evo, so he gets the load up there, so we're not quite as stacked up as we would like. And we're just going to see the Destromon come down. It's still enough to get the pop on the Veemon on the Otamamon, because he wasn't able to establish a new armor on top of the Veemon, which is kind of unfortunate. Is going to swing in this time, no DP buff, so 6 into 6 is going to cause an armor purge. From the fact that we didn't commit the Magnamon previously, seems to me that we were missing the armor, immediately going to pick up the armor from it. And now we're in a really rough position. I feel like, well, I was going to say you could swing into the Veemon, but there's literally no point, because you get to cast your Ragnarok cannon for free here, as long as we've got the Galacti, which we of course do. It's just whether there's worth any game actions making, or whether you just turn this into a single action turn. You could maybe like commit a Veemon next to it. The thing is with armor, it's so efficient that you don't want to pass too much memory. We are going to get to load up the Destro, and we're going to put the DP underneath it as well, just making sure we get the order just to keep it safe from getting source stripped from the bottom and from the top. It's a really cool thing that Galacticmon can basically put its stuff really, really close to just be annoying. And we're going to load up the Veemon with the Fusion Eyes, which gets the 1 choke and gets to load up an extra source. Something that Marcia was very adamant about is using the thingamabobs, the Fusion Eyes, just to memory choke isn't nearly as efficient, but really nice of him to actually still let his opponent take back something like that. And I realize the DP dice here are technically wrong. It should be +4 from the BT8 Magna. But of course it does get shot immediately from the Galacti, which then we're going to float straight in and try and do the shrink, which is going to clear the body next to it. Just going to be the 1 check, as he is going to let his Magnamon disappear rather than letting the armor purge go through, so the Ragnarok cannon doesn't get, you know, that full burn value. And it is going to be the Snatchmon taking it. we're going to get to go up to 2 memory. Reveals the cannon, but does have to trash off the Ragnarok. So gets to pick up Fusion Eyes. And end of turn, we're going to get to, well, end of the Digivolve as well. We get to load up 2 from trash. So it's set up. We're not in super danger just yet. But obviously, you know, it's not looking ideal. Next turn, like if you tried to commit a Tamer to get back into the game, it will get destroyed. If you just play passively, yeah, this memory setter so early has done so much value. And yeah, we're just going to cast the Ragnarok cannon. No need to check a security and have a Tamer drop out. Just make him continuously have to play for it. Just confirming what sources are available right now. We got a redirect and we have a stop the attack. We've got a lot here. Oh, one thing that is really important is the Magna player, I believe, after a deck check had it might have been a game penalty, so that's why they ended up like it would have cut things short. So it's definitely like do or die for him. But this is such a difficult matchup anyway. See, 2 Ragnarok cannons in trash. We're just going to give ourselves, of course, the protection from Bounce Spot deck. And just going to slam Choke to 1. Doesn't need to full commit to a second Galacti just yet. He is, of course, you know, the full space station, a fully protected idiot, and most importantly, cutting off memory resources. He's trying to make sure that Magnamon never has the resources to get back into the game. We don't have the protection at this point, which is really important as well. I mean, if we had a blinding where you could try and force the protection for this turn just to try and be bigger, but even then, because of all the sources, we are still pretty big. And yeah, there we go. You can see the DP dice kind of like match up there just to see how the DP shakes out. Only +1 on the Magna versus +3 on the Galacti. Definitely felt like he was slow to get level 4s, but even then, the longer the game goes, the harder and harder it is for you to kind of not just get sucked out into orbit. But the onus is on Magnamon to try and make it happen. If you swing and get redirected, obviously there's a chance that you purge down, but maybe you can make a second Magna X. The problem is there's 3 bodies. I think that's the thing that's been really, really important, is there's 3 bodies +1 in raising. So if you become protected, yeah, if you become protected, it makes things really, really difficult. I mean, so yeah, you're definitely going to get Ragnarok cannoned here. Oh, source stripping out. But of course, this is why Marcio put the Destromon with the one that can't have its sources affected in any way. So we're just going to handle the deck back and just pass it over. No rookie or anything like that. Of course, we're going to have the overflow. I think he forgot that it was going to be start of main, shoot it. We are going to swing. Awakening is going to get disappeared. We're going to block, swing the last security, which is going to unsuspend us, but we do still have 1 more for game. We're going to have the block as Destro will close it out. So that is going to be the Manchester Regional, finishing in a pretty simple single game. Galacticmon and Marcio going to take it. So yeah, if you wanted to see how some of the armors did, we do have FaZe deck profile on the channel for her getting 2nd place. Money actually ended up 3rd place based on resistances. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If you enjoyed the fact that this was ad-free, then consider becoming a member, and then all of your videos will be like that. Today's your birthday, then happy birthday, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.